And a very good morning, everyone. Tim Burgess here. It's 50. I got 58 past the hour, and we will be with you very shortly, folks. This is going to be so much fun. In the last 2 weeks, in just one block of time, 2 weeks ago, I developed right at $1.4 million in solid leads that are now working their way through the system. Last week, during the actual session, it was nothing. I developed no leads. However, because of the way I leave a message, I got three return phone calls during our role play session, which immediately follows this. And during that role play session, three people called me back. We developed another $1.6 million worth of leads. So in 2 hours, man, we developed, $3 million, $3 million worth of solid leads that are now in this system, in the stay in touch system, in the follow-up system. And, let's say only, I don't know, let's say only 50% of them turn into a listing, which would be really low percentage, only 50% of them. But let's say that's all that happens. Well, okay, 3 million, that's $1.5 million in listings. Well, do your math. 3% of a million is 30,000. Let's say that's all we get. Let's be really conservative. We get 30 grand in commissions that came in from 2 call sessions. So 2 45-minute blocks of time. And we're using I'm using a system called Real Connect. This thing it provides for sale by owner and expired data for me. Oh, by the way, my name's Tim. I'm a real guy. I'm right here in my home office. And I'm going to call for sale by owners in just a minute. We got a lot of people joining us. My gosh, they're just racking in here. And thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I truly want to help you. But I'm a real person. We're going to call real people. We're going to do it from a database. See, I don't believe that I should ever look up phone numbers. I don't want to waste my time looking up phone numbers. I think that's something that we can, invest in a service to provide us the phone numbers. And all I have to do is click my screen, and it's right in front of me. And all I need is the information. The only information I need: name, phone number, address. That's it. I don't need to get lost in a black hole. I don't need to do a ton of data. I don't need to look up this and look up that and look up that and look up that. I don't need any of that. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. I know some of you might be thinking, well, what about this? Yes, that's correct. That's what I'm using today is a thing called Real Connect. And other times we use a thing called Vulcan 7. So there's 2 systems that we utilize. And we're what do I want to say? We're affiliates of both. And they both are really, really good, really good. And you can, once again, just don't spend your time looking up phone numbers, man. It's a waste. But before we dive into calls, I want to go through something really quick. Once again, I'm just trying to give people a chance to connect their audio. We've got them coming from all over the country, folks. They're coming from everywhere. But before we actually dive into the calls, I want to just go through something really, really quick that I think will help you, because these are the steps required for growth. And I don't care if it's growth from within, but it's got to be growth in our business, growth in everything. And that book right there, that Think and Grow Rich book, changed my life completely. I was instructed in February of 1996 to get a copy of that book and study a little every day for the rest of my life. And I've done that. And I don't know why I've done that, because I quit school in the 8th grade and I really don't like books. But I've done it. And that book has made a massive difference. So most people want to stay safe and in their comfort zone, and they want to be in control of everything. No, not much risk, not much reward. And if you stop and think about it, folks, that's the way most people live their lives. And I don't think we want to live our lives in this thing called a comfort zone. And if you're just joining us, and so many people have just joined us since I looked again, we will get to the calls in just a minute. But we have to understand what we're going through to go through skill development. How did I list 17 for sale by owners my first month, folks? I didn't know anything about business. It was my first full-time month in the business. I was 5 months in the business, part-time, sucking wind really bad, discouraged, no money, no business, no nothing. Some of you might be there. And I got really discouraged one day, and I was told I should quit. So I quit my full-time job thing that I didn't want anyway. I jumped into real estate full-time. I sat down and I wrote this script that's in this system right here. And I went on and listed 17 for sale by owners my first month, sold 92 my first year. Why? Because I got committed to my business. I got committed to doing something. And really, I was probably just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I think that's probably it, you know. I was just tired of it, man. But it was time to get out of this comfort zone. It was definitely time to move on from here. And the first step I had to go through, and I didn't realize it then, but I had to go through this thing called a fear zone. And some of you might be there, man. In the fear zone, low self-confidence, we find excuses not to call, we get easily discouraged, and it's just not a good place to be. We have to go through it, but we don't have to stay there and live there, folks. Because what we want to do is get into the learning zone, and that's what I want to help you with today. The learning zone. See, the learning zone is where we solve the problems. The problem might be I don't have consistent closings. I don't have consistent business. The NAR is doing this, the NAR is doing that. So we get into the learning zone, we start to problem solve. We face the challenges. We absolutely go through skill development, folks. It's a skill development process, man. People jump into real estate. I saw a post the other day on social media. And it said, I'm getting ready to get out of the business. I need a client. I need it really fast. And I don't want to spend any money to buy the lead. And I don't want to call anybody. I had a response. Get a job. Somebody's hiring. Because if that's where you are in this business and you're that desperate, you're not going to make it. Let's just be brutally honest. Even if you got a listing today and you got it in the computer today and it's a good solid listing, it's going to be tomorrow or over the weekend before you're fully under contract and fully executed, right? Yeah, fully executed agreement is going to take a couple of days. Now you're 4 to 6 weeks away from closing, right? So let's stay out of this panic mode. Let's stay in the learning zone and go through the skill development process, because then we can get into what we call the growth zone. And man, this is where life gets fun, folks. There's no question about it. You discover your purpose. Why are you really doing this? You'll find that once you're in the growth zone, you've gone through the learning zone, money's coming in, it's coming in consistently. You realize there's so much more to life than money. Money's important, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. Very, very important tool in the toolbox of life. But this is where you can set new goals, make a real commitment, conquer new objectives, and truly live your dreams. But if we don't go through this process, folks, which is what most people don't want to do, they don't want to go, they just want to jump into real estate. I've never done in-home sales before. I've never done this thing called sell an idea. So you don't have a product. You're not selling me a mouse or a widget or a car or anything like that. You go into my house, say I got a $500,000 property, and 6% commission to list my house. That's $30,000 that you're asking me to pay you. What are you giving me? What are you giving me, man? Am I getting a room full of furniture? Am I getting a new car, vacation? What am I getting for my 30 grand? Nothing. You're getting an idea. You're getting my ideas on how I can help you get the outcome you want more efficiently, more effectively, and ultimately saving you money. That's what you get. Now think about that, folks. That takes skills, man. You got to go through the learning zone, go through skill development. So without any further delay, I just got to click a few buttons. I'm still figuring, I'm not a techie guy. And for that, I apologize, but I'm not. So I got to figure out how to get back to a screen that I want. And I think I just do it like that. Ah, looky there. There it is. And if you've been with me for a couple of weeks, I did figure out how to go back and forth from screen to screen quicker. So, excuse me, we'll be able to get more calls accomplished today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm calling off of this database that's right here in front of me. It has the name, the phone number. I'll click the little button here and it'll take me to an address and a description of the property and all that stuff. I am not spending a ton of time there. This guy's got a phone number. You didn't come here this morning just to hear me yakking and talking. I'm not going to spend a lot of time over here. Let's dial the phone, man. Now, what's going to happen here? I have absolutely no idea. No clue at all. I know what I expect to happen. I know what I want. I want to schedule appointments. I want to help these people get the outcome they want. That's what I want. I don't just want to get X number of dials in. I don't want to just do that. That's stupid, folks. That's throwing a bunch of shit on the wall. Let's see what sticks. That's not how I operate. Right mindset. Right mindset. Why am I calling them? Got a purpose. What do I want? It's not just to dial the phone. It's not just to talk to somebody. It's to get an appointment. That's what I want. help them get the outcome that they want. If I can help them get the outcome that they want, then I can get what I want. But I have to help them first, and I have to have the right mindset, because if I don't have those two things, that energy goes right through the phone. It's called commission breath, folks. Excuse me. Now, this person listed, his name is Jeffrey. For those that are here, I like to call people by their first name, but I have no idea if this person goes by Jeffrey or Jeff. So if I look down here real quick, I see if I got an email for him to see if it goes Jeff something, but I don't see it. So how I am going to start the call is real simple. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? I'm not even going to use an address, nothing. Now I have the address. I know where property is. I know the price of the property. I know the subdivision. It's nowhere near me right now, but I have sold properties in that subdivision. So just so you know, if it just said Jeff and then his name, I would say, hi, is this Jeff? Because I want to break the wall down immediately. Okay. And if I use, oh, is this Jeffrey? And this guy doesn't go by Jeffrey, I just made a huge mistake. He built the wall immediately, and I've got to break a wall down immediately. Let's not make that mistake, okay? So this is really, really simple. See what happens.
Please leave your message for.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, hi, I was calling about the house on Fairbanks. My name's Tim, 513-484-1247. Thanks. Now, he said Jeffrey, I believe, is what I heard in the greeting. Okay, but I'm still not going to take that chance until I know for sure. His email goes by his official full name with the middle initial, the whole 9 yards. I'm still not going to take that chance. Is this the owner of the home that's for sale? And I did find if I click that one button right there, I go back to the list. And then when I get back to the list, all I have to do now, oh, I got new ones that just showed up. Huh? I love that. They show up. Here they are. There's 2 new ones. These are 2 expireds. I'm not calling expireds right now. This is the critical component of your daily method of operation. It would be extremely easy for me to get distracted, go up here, get off of my daily method of operation, off of what I'm absolutely focused and committed to, which is the call for sale by owners during this block of time. These 2 expireds just hit my computer. They just hit it. Oh, let me just call them real quick. No. Control thyself. I'm gonna click on this one. It has no name. I have no name. I have a phone number. It's a 917. However, I know where that property address is. I know that street. So by all means, let's give them a call. I have no name once again. Okay, I have no name. I have a property address and a phone number. Why would you not call them? Why would we not call them using the same script? It would be silly not to call them.
Please leave your message for. Career.
Yeah, hi, I was calling about the property on Langdon Farm Road. My name's Tim, 513-484-1247. Thank you. Click the other button, go right back to the list. See, I'm not spending a ton of time in here. And I'm tracking a couple of things I'm tracking. You notice me drop in my head. I'm tracking the number of calls I make, because if we don't track our numbers, the key performance indicators, folks, and we don't know what we're doing at the end of the week, we have no clue what we're doing. We have no clue what we've done. What the heck are we, did we do the things on the front end that give us the back end? So I've got to track calls, contacts, leads, appointments, listings, revenue. Everything for the week has to be tracked. We have one sheet in the system that does all that for you. It tracks everything, man. And it's that sheet's not in front of me, just a very basic piece of paper, calls, contacts, leads, appointments right here in front of me. I'm tracking that, okay? So you know why I'm looking down. Let me go back to my list. Boom. It's another out-of-state phone number. So the first thing I do is check the address and the zip code. Familiar with it, know where it is, know where that is. All right, cool. No reason not to call them. Oh, but Tim, you need to know more stuff. Why? He'll tell me. He'll tell me. See, in this one, I don't know if it's Patrick or Pat. So I go once again, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? Let's see, I need one more number. Here we go. Boom. Let's see, folks, this is a block of time for outbound calls. That's all this is, man. It's so simple. And one of the things.
Yes, you've reached 513-489-5427 or 843-535-5565. We're not available to take your call right now. Leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Yeah, I was calling about the property on Arcturus Drive. My name's Tim. 513-484-1247. Thank you. It's cool because even during this session, if somebody calls me back, I'll take the call. And it wouldn't surprise me. That happened in the last 2 weeks ago. That happened, not last week, but 2 weeks ago during session, somebody called me back from these calls, from these voicemails that I'm leaving. So if you get consistent and you do this, and that's the key to it, get consistent and do this 1 block of time each day. Just what I'm doing. Hey, and if you're nervous to talk to somebody initially and you just want them to call back, and if they answer, hang up. I know that sounds stupid. I know it does. But if you're that worked up and you're that nervous, man, hang up. They'll call you back, man. I'm telling you, they'll call you back. If they still want to sell the house, they'll call you back. This particular one, I am not calling. I don't have an agent right now that I'm working with closely in that particular part of the woods or neck of the woods in Kentucky. They're in a different state. So we'll just go down to the next one because it's not as if we're running low on them. I think there's 198 leads in here right now. Yeah, 198. Oh, that one definitely. It's for sale. Oh, and it says not for rent. So that's the only thing I catch. I try to catch a couple of little things. Oh, and once again, I'm not going to read all this stuff. I don't spend time doing that. It's a waste, man. I'd rather have a conversation with somebody. If you have a conversation with somebody, just making sure I dial it correctly. Boom. One of the good things that you
Your
have.
call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, hi, my name's Tim. I was calling about the house on Joanne, 513-484-1247. Thank you. You see, one thing you have in your favor is as these people don't answer their phone, how are they going to sell their house, man? Yeah, I mean, think about it. How in the world are they going to sell their house if they don't answer the phone? They don't know who my stuff comes across just as Tim Burgess. It's not attached to any real estate company in any way, shape, or form. The way I know my phone comes across. Always struck me as odd. Got your home for sale by owner. You're trying to sell your house. However, you don't answer your phone. Doesn't make much sense to me. Oh, you can't answer your phone. You're probably at work or whatever, right? Fill in the blank. Well, if that's the case, then you need my help. And could that be why, some reports say as much as 94% of for sale by owners actually list their house, they don't sell it. Now, I didn't do the study. I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of studies say 70 to 94% list their home. Well, okay, if 7 out of 10 list their home and they're advertising that they want to sell their home, isn't this a great, a pond to fish in, if you want to use that analogy? Well, heck yeah, it is. Be stupid not to. We need somebody to answer the phone. Somebody will answer for us. Get to hear this conversation all the way through.
Hello,
Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale?
it is
Hi, hey, my name's Tim, and your name would be?
Kevin Donovan.
Kevin, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm good.
Good. Kevin, once again, my name's Tim. I was calling on behalf of Josh with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, and we were just kind of curious to see if you were working with or cooperating with any brokers or agents at this time.
I'm not.
You're not? So does that mean if I had a buyer, and I'm not saying that I do, but if we had a buyer, you're not interested in working with us?
No, I consider paying a fee.
Oh, okay, great.
You brought the buyer.
Sure. Well, once again, we have a lot of buyers, but I don't want to mislead you and say I have a buyer for your house. That'd be misleading, and I don't want to do that, man. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and bet you're selling it on your own to save the commission dollars, right?
Yep.
I'd be doing the same thing, man. No question about it. I'm also going to bet you have a net number in mind. You walk away from this property, you know how much money you want to have in your hands when all is said and done, right?
Yep.
If we can show you a way to get the net number you're looking for and put any and all fees on top of that, that wouldn't be a problem for you, would it?
It sounds like a commercial now.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. We help for sale by owners get their homes sold, and we do it hundreds of times a year, man. And so I thought I'd reach out and see if we could help you.
Yeah. Buyer that's interested, let me know.
Okay, so but once again, if we could show you to get that net number, that wouldn't be a problem, right?
I don't know what that means.
Well, that means is you still get the net number you want, and all the fees go on top of that net number. The only way we know if we can do that is get together for about 20 minutes.
Oh. If you have someone interested that wants to see it, I'd be happy to let you show it.
Okay, cool. How long do you think you'll do it on your own, Kevin, before you consider the services of a real estate company like ourselves?
I would. I know a dozen real estate agents.
Okay.
So if I decide to go that way, it'll be with someone I've worked with before.
You know what? I completely respect and understand that, and I truly respect your loyalty to them, my friend. Would it be okay if I just continue to stay in touch? I'm not going to hound you or annoy you. You got better things to do, so do I, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man. Have a great day, Kevin.
Okay. You too.
Bye-bye. All right, cool, man. Got the phone call. Now notice I went through all the way through the script. Now also notice a couple of things. This guy was in a hurry. My speed was quick. It was rapid. I mean, I flew through that. But notice he said he's got a dozen agents. Who doesn't? I mean, come on, man. Behind every blade of grass these days, there's a real estate agent. So we're going to take that note. He knows a dozen agents. He was congenial. He was very congenial. When I said it'd be okay if I stay in touch, I'm not going to hound you or annoy you. He was you felt his energy. It's perfectly okay to stay in touch with this guy. So guess what we'll do? He'll get a phone call tomorrow. Because if you don't stay in touch, how many people online? Now, you've got a thing on your little dashboard there where you can click a button, raise your hand. I want you to raise your hand for me if you have ever lost a business because you followed up too much. You lost business. Somebody told you, dude, I'm never working with you because you have followed up way too much. Anybody? I'll wait for another 3 or 4, maybe 10 seconds. Nobody. Okay, cool. So this person right here knows a dozen agents. Yeah, right. Going to take care of it on his own. That was his energy. But when I said, is it okay to stay in touch, man, he was congenial. Very congenial. You could feel that in the energy field. If you didn't feel that, I apologize because I hope you do. This guy gets a call tomorrow. It's called a stay in touch call. Some will call it a follow-up call. The reason I call it a sit is because when you stay in touch with somebody, it implies you care. When you follow up with somebody, you're just trying to sell them something. So do you care? I want to help this guy get the outcome he wants. I know where he's at. Downtown, man. 202. $500,000 property. Great lead. So now we've got 5 dials. I've got 1 contact. I've got 1 solid lead. Now, some of you say, that's not a solid lead. Timmy knows a dozen agents. Who doesn't know a dozen agents? You follow me? I'm just going to write a couple of quick notes here, because I'm not going into the computer to do all this stuff. No, I don't. I'll do that. I'll do that when I'm done. Right now I'm dialing, man. I'm dialing. I want to talk to people. I want to schedule an appointment, man. That was a good call. I want an appointment. I want to schedule an appointment. I want to hear you guys all the way through to an appointment. Now notice, he didn't know, nobody has been mean. Nobody reached through the phone and grabbed me by my esophagus, right? Oh, yeah. What's that? It's got to be just. Now, why would you not call a $650,000 for sale by owner, man? They sell one house every now and then. You're a real estate agent, man. This is your profession. This is what you do. It's what you do. Yeah, we're calling. Now, this one, once again, it says Robert as a first name. You call him Robert and he goes by Bob. Call him Bob, but he goes by Robert. May not be worth it. Don't make the mistake, folks. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? Notice that's what I did in the last one. Just very simple. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? Now, I loved it when he said it's starting to sound like a commercial. Did you catch my little giggle on that one? Excuse me, I got to tie my shoe. It's driving me nuts, man. It's a beautiful thing about just doing what we do. You can do that. You do whatever I want. I could be standing here. Folks, you can make these calls from the park. In today's world, pull your computer up, man. Connect it to the Wi-Fi somehow through your phone or whatever. You can do this from anywhere. You got total freedom. Where else on this planet or what other job can you do that? Go get a job. They're going to tell you when to show up, when to leave, when to go to lunch, when you can take a break. Some of them want to tell you when you go to the bathroom. It's just absurd, folks. We have such a great opportunity here, right now. All right, enough of that. We'll call this gentleman right here. Boom. Yeah, hi, my name's Tim. I was calling about the house on Maple Ridge, 513-484-1247. Thanks. Oh, I just learned something about this particular lead. I know where the house is, and it's in a area of our town of Cincinnati that's definitely higher price. They got some cash, they got some money, and the phone number I just called was Delray Beach, Florida. This old boy is ready to go to Florida. He's tired of the cold. He's tired of being a snowbird and just going down there. He's done. It's so easy to read that, man. I got to hang on, take a couple of notes on this one. Maybe I'm reading between the lines and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but to me it's simple. Couple of quick notes. I know where Delray Beach is. I've been to a couple of seminars down there with Bob Proctor and Paul Martinelli going back several years. I know where that place is. Very nice communities in there as well. So he's got some cash. He doesn't want to deal with this house here. He needs you guys. He needs me. Well, not me. I'm not licensed anymore. Notice I'm calling on behalf of. Did everybody notice that? I hope. Then be straight up. I'm not licensed anymore. I let my license go on purpose by design because I love teaching. And the teaching aspect and helping other agents produce results it's where I get my fulfillment. So that's what I do. Doing this stuff to show you how simple it is. That's what brings me joy. So I always say this: follow your joy, follow your love, follow your passion. So here's a condo, but shoot, they're still up in the. All right, this is a lower. Hang on one second. Cool. So it not a big dollar property here. Okay, not a big dollar property at all. We're still going to call them. Condo, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's not on the ocean.
Hello?
Hi, is this the owner of the condo for sale?
Yes,
Oh, hi, my name's Tim, and your name would be?
my name's Barb Slavinsky.
Well, hi, Barb. How are you today?
I'm doing okay.
Wonderful.
How are you, Tim?
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Barb, I don't want to be misleading in any way, shape, or form. Once again, my name's Tim. I'm calling on behalf of Josh with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, just to see if you were working with or cooperating with any brokers or agents at this time.
No, we're not.
No, you're not. So if I had a buyer, and I'm not saying that I do, but if I had a buyer, you're not interested in working with us?
Well, I don't know. I've had one buyer show up who had a real estate agent.
Okay.
That agent didn't come by, but they're going to think about it and let me know.
Okay, great. Great. So you would be willing to work with somebody who had an agent, correct?
Well, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Well, that means if we were to bring a buyer, you'd be willing to work with us in the sale of the property.
Well, sure.
Okay, great, great. Barb, I'm going to go out on a limb and bet you're selling it on your own to save the commission dollars, right?
Well, I had a difficult relationship with a agent. The last time we came around, it was an adversarial sort of thing, and I didn't want to do that again.
You know what? I apologize on behalf of our entire industry that you had to experience that. And it's very unfortunate that that does happen. And I think it happens in any industry, no matter where we go or what we're doing. But, you know, just because I had a bad meal somewhere doesn't mean I stop eating either, right?
Well, you just don't go back to that place again.
Yeah, well, that's true too. So I didn't go back to that place. I mean, we've all had a bad meal somewhere. We just don't go back to that place. But we do things completely different. But once again, I just apologize that you had to experience that. Barb, I'm also going to bet, though, that you have a net number. So in other words, when all is said and done, you walk away from the sale of this property, you know how much money you want to have in your hands, right?
Well, I know it's negotiable.
Okay,
We're asking
great.
60,000 and probably would have less than that total when it all is said and done.
Uh-huh. Well, Barb, if I could show you a way to get that net number you're looking for and then put any of the fees on top of that, that wouldn't be a problem, would it?
I don't have a net number in mind. I was hoping to just go for 60,000 and see what happens.
Okay, so have you done research into the value of the properties?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Barb, if we could just get together for 20 minutes or so, we could show you what we do that's so unique and different. We could go through all the numbers with you to make sure that you have the accurate number on it. You know, you shouldn't be higher, shouldn't be lower. And at that point, if there's a mutual interest, we can move forward. And if not, that's okay too. Nobody's under any obligation. Would you be willing to get together with Josh for 20 minutes? I mean, this is an extreme professional who he's not going to hard pressure you. He's not going to push on you or anything like that. He's going to share with you what he does that's so unique and different, how he produces the results that he produces. And once again, at that point, if there's a mutual interest, you can move forward. And if not, he'll just leave. Once again, there's absolutely no obligation on your part.
Well, I think I'm probably going to wait about a week and see how things go.
Okay, I completely respect and understand that. So you're going to try it for a week on your own, and then you'd consider, you know, scheduling an appointment with us.
Sure.
Okay.
What's your phone number?
My number is 513 484 1247. That's my direct cell number. Once again, my name's Tim. I was calling on behalf of
Josh somebody.
I was calling on behalf of Josh Burgess with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Howard Hanna being the largest residential privately owned real estate company in the country.
Are you Cincinnati based or
Yes,
you're somewhere else?
Cincinnati based.
Okay.
Yeah, we have an office right over in Westchester and there's 6 offices locally.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's okay, I'll stay in touch. I'm not going to hound you or annoy you or anything like that. You've got better things to do, and so do I. But maybe we can offer some suggestions as to if you have a buyer coming through that you can get more money for the property on a couple of things that if you just do this or just do that, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to share that with you, okay?
All right. Thanks for calling.
Wonderful. Have a great day, Barb.
All right. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Comments, questions? Beautiful. 1 week. Now, I could have pushed really hard right there. So why don't we just go ahead and schedule an appointment now for a week out? Why don't we just go ahead and schedule an appointment now for a week out? Some of you might be thinking, why didn't you do that? Because She didn't feel the energy. She doesn't want to meet with me right now. Waiting a week is fine. Why? Because guess who we're going to talk to tomorrow? Guess who gets a phone call tomorrow? Guess who gets a phone call and a 60 to a 90-second phone call that delivered so much value to them that over the weekend, if they sell it on their own, they'll get more money by doing a couple of little things. They'll get more money, and we'll deliver that value before they go into the weekend. Boom, we're going to be in their mind, and they're going to think of us. That phone call is critical to make tomorrow, especially before they go into the weekend. Fantastic call, fantastic lead. Oh, notice the difference in the calls. I hope everybody noticed what I did. The first call, very, very fast, very fast. This call, if you notice, I dropped my shoulders. I got much softer in my tonality. I got much slower in my speech. I enunciated the syllables to make sure I had complete clarity with what I was saying. This was all conscious mind, folks. This wasn't just running through a script the way I did it in role play over and over and over again. Let me just run through it. No, this was paying attention and actively listening to the person and then responding accordingly with the script. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Because that was a completely different call than the one with Kevin. So her name's Barb. Now notice she said Barb Slavinsky, right? On everything on my computer here says Barbara. If I'd have picked up the phone, hi, Barbara. Boom, she already knows. I don't know who she is. Anybody picks up the phone and says, hi, is this Timothy? They're calling me, hi, Timothy. Obviously you don't know me. That's probably not the best way to start a conversation. Okay, that's why I keep going to that, man, because so many people make that mistake. And notice with every one of them, I've said the same thing at the beginning of the call. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? And this one I said, hi, is this the owner of the condo for sale? Because it's a condo. So now I'm speaking with some intelligence that I know what the heck's going on. 36 minutes past the hour. We typically do a 45-minute block of time. So I want to make sure that we continue. So we got to go down the list past Barb. Get down to the next one. I got to move that. That's a for sale by owner right there. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I know where that is. No problem. $310,000. Don't know why anybody wouldn't call that one. Don't see any reason real quick that I wouldn't. See, I scanned it real fast. Boom, but that's it. Now let's get on and make the phone call, okay? Couple of good conversations today. Developed 2 good quality leads. Those leads are at $800,000. Because remember, the condo was only 60 grand. Why'd you bother calling them, Tim? Because I'm out here to help people. And if I can help her with the $60,000 condo, maybe she has a friend that needs some help with the $600,000 condo. Or maybe she needs a buddy that needs help with fill in the blank, man. That's why you do it. Now, am I going to invest a million hours of time in it? No. But it will be a profitable venture, even at $60,000. Say 3%, $1,800, right? No big deal. We're not doing it all for that one for the money. We're doing that one for the referral base that we build off of. That's part of our sphere of influence. That's part of our satisfied customer base now. And we build off of that. And folks, you got to keep these things in your mind and keep them right in your mind, in my opinion. And if you'll do that, you'll have business constantly. If you'll do what I'm doing right now for 1 hour a day, 4 or 5 days a week, that's it. And then be very consistent with your follow-up. You stay in touch. You stay in touch. Very consistent. Get good at it. Practice this. If you want to practice with us, we role play 11 a.m. 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. we role play. We practice the same script I'm using right now over and over and over and over. Lily's using it. She's getting much better. Lisa's using it. She's getting much better. Gary Rosignol got the script and the system doubled his income working less hours. 27-year veteran. But these people all practiced. Ken Grotto, what Cheezel Pete's Ken Grotto, 25 hours a week. The guy earns 125 grand a year, man. He practices. He absolutely operates his business with the system. And they get stuff done, man. They get stuff done. What's going on in the chat window? If you want to role play with us, man, and get a copy of the script, stuff like that, schedule a conversation with us, folks. We're happy to have a conversation. Once again, no obligation. No, can't reach through the phone and grab you by your esophagus. Don't want to. You know, if there's harmony, we'll move forward. If not, that's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. But here's what I know. We're going to show somebody how to do what we're doing right now, and they're going to go out and earn a couple of $100,000 a year without giving their life away to do it. Because after I did this block of time right here, and then I do my follow-ups, and then I make sure all of my deals are taken care of, I'm done for the day. Huh? Yeah, done for the day. I got my life, man. I'm going to work 6 hours a day at the most. If I have appointments, that's all it'll be too, 6, 7 at the most. 4 or 5 days a week at the most. And I'm going to earn more money than 98% of real estate agents if I do this consistently. And I don't want to compare myself to them because, geez, Pete, the average agent sells 3.7 houses per year. Give me a break, man. 4 houses a month, folks. That's what we're going to have, 4 a month. What would 48 deals a year do for you, man? Be nice. Let's talk to this person. Don't know what happened there. Straight to voicemail, straight to something. I'm a local phone number. Because I'm not going to just lay over, we'll call back, find out what's up. Now, maybe it went to voicemail. There's no voicemail set up yet. That's possible. Or maybe they accidentally hung up. They really want to talk to me. So call them back. Put a smile on your face. Have fun. Enjoy life. Enjoy what we're doing, folks. Once again, if you want to have a chat, a conversation with us about the system, on the system,
I'm not available at this time. Please leave a detailed message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thanks and have a great day.
Yeah, hi, I was calling about the property on Pew. My name's Tim, 513-484-1247, 513-484-1247. Thanks. But anyway, if you want to really talk about the system that we have, first year, 92 sales, I was miserable. It was miserable. I had a lot of money coming in, a lot of deals. I was miserable. I had no time for the kids, 2 little girls at home at the time, and that's not going to work for me. So that's when I sat down and I wrote this system because I enjoyed having a lot of money coming in consistently, but I didn't want to give my life away to do it. And in this business, folks, you can have your cake and eat it too. Yes, you can. I know people who do. You know people who do. You can too. So I sat down and I just thought for a minute. I said, Cheese and Pete's, every successful business, Chick-fil-A, FedEx, DHL, Amazon, every one of these companies, everything is systemized. And I'm flying by the seat of my pants and I wonder why I'm miserable. Maybe that rings a bell for you too. I don't know. But that was me. And I was tired of being miserable. And I didn't want to fly by the seat of my pants. But I wanted the money, man. So I wrote a system. And the system is when things got better. I earned more money working less time. And everything was systemized. Now, I could have earned a lot more money had I increased some things, had I worked more hours, stuff like that. I wasn't willing to do that, folks. You know, I like my freedom. I like having time with the kids, going to the dance recitals. I like being able to, referee soccer if I want to, or be the coach for the soccer team, stuff like that. I like doing that. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, man? Do you want to work your life away? And if you do, okay, this business will let you work your life away. You can damn sure do that here if you want to, but you don't have to. You just, the thing that keeps us from working our life away is to be consistent when we're working and focus. Once again, the expireds keep showing up, man. A couple more just showed up on my database right here. I'm not going to get distracted. We're calling for sale by owners.
Hello, you have reached the voicemail of Kelly Waits. I'm sorry that I'm unable to take your call at the moment. If you leave your name and a message, I will return the call as soon as possible.
Yeah, hi, my name's Tim. I was calling about the house on Claymore. 513-484-1247. Thanks. It's another one that's out of state. His phone number. So is this a rental property? Possible. That one might be based on what he says at the bottom. That one might be listed. No biggie. Why didn't you read all that first, Tim? No. He would have told me it's listed if I got him on the phone. I get to go through the script. I get to practice on a real life person. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, don't. I do. I like practicing, but I want to, not just practice in the batting cage with the machine throwing balls so I can hit the ball. You don't gain confidence until you step up to the plate in the major leagues. You've got to step up to the plate. You've got to face the big league pitching. That's when the confidence really comes up. It doesn't happen in minor league ball. It doesn't happen in college ball. It doesn't happen, it happens when you get the at-bats. And by making these calls and scheduling these calls and then doing it, you get your At-Bats. Let's call this one. Oh, man, I want to schedule an appointment today. Great calls, man. Those two leads are fantastic. If that's all that happened, that's fantastic, but that's not all that's going to happen. Boom. That's all I needed to know. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale on Sugardale? Yeah, hi, my name's Tim. Who am I speaking with, please?
This is Nate.
Hey, Nathan. Once again, my name's Tim. How you doing this morning, man? Good, brother. Hey, once again, my name's Tim. I was calling on behalf of Josh with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, Nathan. We were just kind of curious if you were working with or cooperating with any brokers or agents at this time.
Like bringing a buyer?
Yeah, if we had a buyer, would you be willing to work with us?
Yes, so I was doing that, but I am actually under contract now.
You're under contract, Nathan. Congratulations, man. Fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. You're under contract. Nathan, if you just want somebody to make sure the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, brother, we offer that at absolutely no charge to you. We're happy to help you, man.
I appreciate that. If something falls through, I'll be sure to, if you shoot me a text with your name, I'll be sure to contact you.
I'll do it right now, man.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
Have a great day, Nathan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Notice what happened to my enthusiasm when he got the home sold. He's under contract. Notice what happened. Man, here's all I can tell you. Based on everything I've studied over 28 years, I jumped right into his subconscious mind. I created a feeling. This guy's never going to forget me. He's never going to forget me. I'm going to shoot him a text right now. Boom. Text him. Excuse me 1 second while I do this. First thing I'm saying is congratulations on getting it under contract. If we can be of any assistance, please do not hesitate to call. That's all I'm saying, man. Boom. Now he got that message right away. So I'm going to note this and still put him in the follow-up to stay in touch, okay? We've got to stay in touch with him. Just because he's under contract as a for sale by owner does not mean he's going to closing. And if he tells, let's say he gets phone calls from 7 other agents today, hypothetically speaking, if there's actually 7 agents working, which I doubt. Let's say he gets that though. But we're the only one that stays in touch with him after he's told everybody that he's under contract. And let's say something happens. We're the only ones he's going to remember. He's not going to remember anybody else from one phone call. He's going to remember us because we're going to call him tomorrow. He's going to remember us because we're going to call him Monday. And then we're going to call him again Wednesday. Yeah. That's called stay in touch. That's a follow-up system, folks. That's what that is. So we're 49 minutes past the hour. Let me see if I can get one more. Or two more if I could. Once again, usually I work on a 45-minute block of time, and then I walk away for 15 minutes, folks. Just walk away from everything. I got my notes here. I'll come back to them. Walk away, clear the mind, because there's a block of time for what's next. Okay. And that's the system that if you'll follow it, you'll gain consistent results. Hundreds of thousands of dollars every year is available to every person on this line, and that's a bunch of you. And 100 grand a year or more is available to every one of you if you'll get consistent. Jump on that chat window, schedule a call with us. We'll share with you the 12 steps of this system. If you want to learn more about it, great. If you want the investment required, all that, great. If you don't, that's great too, man. Either way, it's fine. I apologize. That's my alarm. My alarm's telling me right now that my next block of time is coming up. And it's the role play block of time where we're going to practice with agents for 45 minutes to an hour. We'll do a little bit of training, a whole lot of practicing the script, practicing objections, practicing how to get out of a phone call. If you'll notice, it's a skill to get out of the phone call. It's not just getting in the phone call, it's getting out of it, man. Real quick note here on Nathan. Boom. Let me move on. See if I can't get another one or two contacts. See if I can't score an appointment, man. See, I'm in here. I want the appointment. That's what I want. I know we can help people if we get the appointment. I know we can. Help them get what they want first. Two. No. But there we go. Whoever called me, somebody said thanks to me. I don't know. Somebody's online with us or what, but here I'm going to come make another call or two. Okay, it's 51 past the hour. Normally, once again, I'm outside at 51 past the hour because we started at 10 o'clock. Make sure, folks, the big part of this system is to take a break. I say it's a big part because nobody does it. It's hard for me to do it. I'm on a roll, man. I want to show you guys everything I can possibly show you. I'm on a roll. I'm sweaty under the armpits, man. I got energy just running through me. And I want to do more. But I know this, if I don't take a break and I continue at this pace, at this level for the next 2 hours, I'm done for the day, man. However, if I take a little break, then I can come back at this level and do it again for another 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And I take a break, I can come back at this level again for another 40, 45 minutes. And we get more done in less time when we do it that way. We don't get very much done if we get into burnout mode. If by the third or the fourth hour of the day, oh, dragging ass, man. Let's just be honest, folks. I'm kind of a brutally honest guy. I apologize, man. Oh, is this one across? Yep, this one's across the river. Apologize. Can't do this one. I'm in the southwestern corner of Ohio, which means there's 3 states here. So I only call people that are, that once again, I am calling on behalf of. And I give these leads out. And notice how I edified with Barb, how I edified Josh and put Josh up on a pedestal. He's going to do things different. He's happy to walk away. You're under no pressure in any way, shape, or form. I'm taking that wall down slowly but surely before she ever agrees to meet with us. This is $900,000. Oh. Thought I knew the house. I don't know the house. Let's dial them up. We're going to dive. This is the last one of the day. Okay, folks? We're 53 past the hour, and that's perfectly okay with me, but I also want to be respectful of your time. Hopefully you have learned something today. For sale by owners, don't reach through the phone and grab you by the esophagus. They're not mean to you at all. You've got to, it took a long time to be able to deliver the script the way it's being delivered today. That didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen over just a couple of weeks. It takes time to develop a skill. It takes time to be able to just hear, like in the case of Kevin or Barb, the difference that I had to be. Kevin, fast-paced. Barb, slow-paced. And who knows what's going to happen here. It says Brian on it. I'm not taking the chance. I like the line. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale?
Please leave your message for 51332485571.
Yeah, hi, my name's Tim. I was calling about the property on Ralston Woods, 513-484-1247, 513-484-1247. Thanks. Hang on, guys, bear with me. Let's go here. I know where that is. Yeah, it's telling me my next appointment's coming up. So we're also doing some role play right here, right? So let me dial this one. I said the last one would be the last one, but I lied. I lied in a good way, though. I didn't do it on purpose. I promise I didn't. I'm sure you guys had to get the appointment, man.
Oh,
Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale on Buckeye?
yep,
Oh, hi, my name's Tim, and your name would be?
it's Adam. Are you a real estate agent?
Adam, I represent one.
I'm not interested in, selling it with a realtor.
So you wouldn't be willing to work with us if we had a buyer? And I'm not saying that we do. But if I had a buyer and I could bring a buyer to your
I'm not paying
property.
it. We probably got it sold, but yeah. we-
Oh, you under contract already?
What's that?
Adam, are you already under contract, man?
Maybe.
That's fantastic. Congratulations, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, so if I had a buyer though, and you don't have it under contract, if I had a buyer, would you be willing to work with us?
No, like I said, I'm trying to get as much money from my mom as I can.
I don't blame you, brother. I'd be doing the same thing. So this is mom's house?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I'm very familiar with Cleveland. I know where you're at down there, man. I'd be wanting to do the same thing for my mom. If I could show you a way to get that net number you want, you probably have a net number in mind. If I can show you a way to get that number and then put any and all fees on top of that, that wouldn't be a problem, would it, Adam?
Yeah, I've already done all that, but thanks anyhow.
I appreciate it, man. Have a great day. He was done with me. Appreciate it. Have a great day. You're not going anywhere. He hung up. That's okay. Will I call him back? How many think I'll call him back? Don't they have the little hand things on this computer thing anymore? I don't know. There's one. Yeah, you bet your butt I'll call him back, man. Absolutely, Andrea Arthur. Absolutely, man. Got under contract, trying to get as much for I can for my mom. If anything falls through, discouragement's going to set in. I don't want stuff to fall through. I just want to be there ready if indeed it does. Okay. So yes, Adam's getting a call tomorrow. It's under a different name. But Adam is mom. So the data pulled went into mom's name. I bet that's mom. So see, it says Cheryl. Now there's no difference in the name. Cheryl is Cheryl, right? So if I said, hi, it's just Cheryl. I wasn't sure if I had a guy or a gal. Obviously I had a guy. Once we got into the conversation, I knew that right away. Maybe you knew that immediately. But if I'd have said, hi, Cheryl, or if I'd have had my mind set on that, and then a guy answers the phone, see how I'm already kind of in a curveball situation? Don't do that to yourself. Get really good at this one line. And you have to do it over and over again to get good at it. And we do this in role play. We've done it with Lisa. We've done it with Lily. Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? We've done it with David. We've done it with Brian. We've done it with, hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? Hi, is this the owner of the home that's for sale? See how many different ways that can be said? So make sure you got good energy. Make sure you're upright. Make sure your chin's parallel to the floor. Pull your belly in just a little bit, This is all stuff I learned from a mega millionaire on how to stand with confident posture. Now, if you're standing with confident posture, that's what you're sending across the phone lines, okay? Because if you're not confident, you can't send it across the phone lines. Now, another thing I'm going to tell you to do, and some of you are going to laugh at this one, make sure your butt cheeks are relaxed. That's why you noticed I was bouncing. If you notice I'm bouncing a little bit from time to time, that's when I notice that I'm tightening up. I'm kind of starting to squinch my toes, and my body's starting to tense without my permission. So relax, man. You're never going to get appointments if you're not relaxed. Never. Okay. So it's 59 past the hour, folks. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. If you'd like to know more about our system, more about role play, jump in the chat window, schedule a phone call with us. You're under no obligation. We're under no obligation. We'll share with you the same 12 steps that are in the system that I use to average 390 grand every year, working less than 40 hours a week. I had time for the boat. I had time for the kids. I had time to referee, or not to referee, but to be the coach for 2 soccer teams. I had time for the vacation. I had time for the wife. I had plenty of money coming in consistently to live the way I want to live. You can do that too. There's no question you can do that. Follow-up webinar where you call the people from the day. You know what? We might do that. If we're going to call them tomorrow, so I'm not doing a webinar tomorrow, okay? But I appreciate that call. Maybe I'll do some follow-up phone calls for you in our next live session. And if we have that, I'll get into our follow-up system. I'll do some follow-up calls, and we'll get into maybe some expired calls as well. And for those that are waiting for me over on the role play line, they'll just have to wait for a second because I'm here with you guys right now, and they understand that. You know what's really cool? They're going to start role playing on their own because they know the importance of practice. Because if we don't practice, we can't get any good. Think of any any athlete, any sports figure. Think of any attorney, any litigation attorney practices, any musician practices. Anybody who wants to be at the top of their game practices. This, what we did today, I've practiced over and over again. These little slides that you saw, the growth slide, I practiced that thing over and over and over again. So I can deliver it the way I want it to be delivered. So you pick it up and you'll absorb it and you'll use it. But without that practice, folks, it can't be any good. With that being said, if you haven't scheduled a call yet, do so. I don't know what you're waiting for. I truly don't. I listed 17 my first month. I sold 92 my first year. I'm a nobody, guys. I quit school in the 8th grade. I quit school in the 8th grade. I just happened to run into a mega millionaire who taught me really cool stuff about success principles. And that's where the idea of this book came from, Think and Grow Rich. But I was a kid going nowhere. This business, For Sale by Earners, changed the direction of my life, changed my landscape. It can do the same for you. If you're struggling for business, you don't need to. You have an avenue. With that being said, please allow this day to be the very best day you've ever experienced in this game we call life. Yesterday doesn't matter. It's already gone. Can't do anything about it except learn from it. Tomorrow is not here, so we can't do anything about it except prepare ourselves to receive the good that we desire. However, today we can do something about today, so please do. Allow it to be the best. Tonight, when you put your head on a pillow, please do so with a mind full of peace. Remember, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. And may God bless each and every one of you. Have a fabulous, fabulous day today.